Good morning. I've been up for like 10 minutes. Oh! I gotta get my space clean really quick so I have somewhere to sit. Good morning. I am really tired. I went to bed way too late. Way too late. But, oh well. It's fine. I've only had one sip of coffee. Alright, I think I'm good. Lord have mercy. Got it. Okay. Alright. Good morning. I don't have my tablet. Oh boy. Oh boy. I need my tablet. Honey! I need my tablet from my chair. So Tuesday's coffee talks have been changed to Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Oh boy. Thank you.
You're what?
You the best. You're the best. Ooh, my table started turning. I do. I feel like I sound better and stuff. My table turns. My Bibles are really heavy. I do like sound better and feel better. My throat still like kind of hurts. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It just comes and goes, but it is probably just like drainage and stuff. I don't know. Honey, you're gonna have to turn that down because I can hear myself. Yes, I did. I uploaded it to YouTube last night. The coffee talk from Tuesday night. Do y'all hear my own self? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. From Steve's phone. There we go. He cut it off. Thank the Lord. Good morning. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, why my throat hurts on and off. And Ethan's is doing the same thing. Maybe that's a little better. Ethan's keeps doing the same thing. So I love that. We're so excited to have you in the membership. Y'all know what I needed my tablet for? Quit! Okay. I'm going to tell y'all what. I'm going to get it together. This table's going to get on my nerves. Stay. Just don't move. Okay? Okay. Glad we got the same understanding. Y'all going to laugh. Y'all know what I needed my tablet for? It is really dry here right now. We don't got no snow for us. Praise the Lord. Are y'all ready? This is what I needed my tablet for.
Ecclesiastes.
I got it this morning. Ecclesiastes. I got it this morning. Totally knew that. That's totally what I grabbed it for. Because I don't use it with this Bible, and y'all know that. LOL. I can't. Just to give y'all a laughy laugh this morning. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Ecclesiastes. Did I say it right? I think so. Without him. 3, we're going to be at verse 16. That's where we're going to start this morning. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to start. My nose is going to start sniffling. I need to throw that pen away. To say the chapter. I love that y'all know me so well. It's like my favorite part. I hope y'all are getting where you need to be going this morning right here. Ecclesiastes. Yeah, I said it right. I did it. 3:16. I think I did it. I don't know. Already got it. Already got it. You know what? While y'all were... I need some water. Honey. Okay. Y'all turn to the page. Can y'all just bear with me really quick? Y'all turn to the page. I'll be real quick. Real quick. I'm gonna cut my diffuser on with the peppermint and point it at me. So maybe that'll do it. Maybe that will do it if I put this in my diffuser. Let's put a hefty amount of the drops. Yeah, Oscar is always wherever I am. Literally. Okay. All right. I don't trust that water right here. So I'm going to set it right here until I get done. All right. Let's see. Let me get it cut on. I already smell it. Okay. Oh, bro. What's wrong with you? It ain't plugged in. I tell you what. It's okay. I got it plugged in now. There we go. Alright, I got it cut on, and it's diffusing peppermint. It's okay. I got it plugged in now. There we go. Alright, I got it cut on, and it's diffusing peppermint, so maybe I'll be able to breathe. I have used oil for a really, really long time, and certain oils are not good for dogs, and you should not use them, but some are okay, and some are fine. Has never bothered my dog. But not peppermint, at least. I know I have like a whole shelf of oils, but I only use like 3 basic ones, and it is peppermint, oil, and lavender. I'm sitting on my coat. I don't like that. There we go. All right, are y'all ready? Okay. Ecclesiastes. Is that right? Is that right? Chapter 3, verse 16. That already smells so good. Oh my gosh. Yes. Praise the Lord. Okay. That was a good idea. I'm glad we did that. That is going to help so much. If you do want to use essential also, I mean, for real, and you have dogs, you definitely need to look up what oils are good for animals. But peppermint is okay, and lavender is okay, and lemon is okay, which are my 3 favorites. Those right there, if you're interested in getting into oils, those right there are like the 3 best ones. Like, so sorry. You can mix lemon and peppermint all day long and it's going to smell so good. But I actually learned a long time ago, if you are dealing with like allergy symptoms, that like sneezing, coughing, all the things, itchy eyes from allergies, if you will do 3 drops of lemon, 3 drops of peppermint, and 3 drops of lavender in your diffuser, it will like help you with your allergies, and it 110% works. So I love that. I have like a whole essential oils book. I used to love Young Living, which is my own hair, which looks like this. But lately I have really loved like the doTERRA. I don't sell any of this, so y'all gonna have to go find your own people's. Because I don't even have one. But I'm just helping you out here. doTERRA is also really... I think doTERRA is more affordable than Young Living. There we go. Use now. I ain't never tried them, but I'm more than willing to. But you do, like, you gotta be careful. Amazon does have oils. I won't buy oil from Walmart. That's a hard pass. You gotta know what your oil is being made with and made from. I love the Stress Away. But you gotta know where your oil is being made and what it's being made from to know that it's a good oil. I won't just buy any old oil. I want to know what's in it. Yeah, Walmart essential oil is not it. It's not where it's at. So I'm too scared to buy it off Amazon. If you're ready, say I am. Let's get started this morning. Okay, so good. Smells so good. I didn't know the pharmacy had that. Look at me learning something new. That's crazy. Okay. All right, let's get to reading. I also noticed that under the sun there is evil in the courtroom. Yes, even the courts of law are corrupt. I'm just gonna leave that there. I said to myself, in due season, God will judge everyone, both good and bad, for all their deeds. Let's keep reading right here. I also thought about the human condition, how God proves to people that they are like animals. For people and animals share the same fate. Both breathe and both must die. So people have no real advantage over the animals. How meaningless. Both go to the same place. They come from dust and they return to dust. For who can prove that a human spirit goes up and the spirit of animals goes down into the earth? I wonder what that says in the Christian Standard. I'm going to have to open that up. Okay, hold on. I wonder what that says in the Christian Standard. I'm going to have to open that up. Okay, hold on. I lost my place. I'm going to put a dot there because I need to come back to it. So I saw that there is nothing better for people than to be happy in their work. This is our lot in life. And no one can bring us back to see what happens after we die. Oh, that's good. That's good. Again, I'm going to finish reading this out. Again, I observed all the oppressions that take place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed with no one to comfort them. The oppressors have great power and their victims are helpless. So I concluded that the dead are better off than the living. But most fortunate of all, those who are not yet born, for they have not seen all the evil that is done under the sun. Then I observed that most people are motivated to success because they envy their neighbors. Oh, that's a good one. But two, this is meaningless, like chasing the wind. We got to talk about that, because that's a good one. Fools fold their idle hands, leading them to ruin. And yet, better to have one handful with quietness than two handfuls with hard work and chasing the wind. I like it. I need to open my other Bible really quick because I got questions about what that says. Am I frozen? Are we good? Y'all let me know if we're good. Where is this at? I am not with it this morning. But we're so short, I'll probably never find it. Okay, I'm fine. Perfect. As soon as I get there, I'll tell y'all what I'm doing. Y'all just bear with me a second. I just want to see what the Christian Standard one says. My eyeballs aren't working, and I'm super tired. Here we go. 6:14. Found it. Finally. I knew I was looking too far in the back. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Where am I at? 3. Oh man, this is a commentary, not a Bible. Ugh. What is wrong with me this morning? Hold on. Oh boy. I didn't want the commentary. I wanted the She Reads Truth version of one of these verses. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to get it together, I promise. It's going to be good. I'm just looking something up. Promise. Here we go. All right, here we go. 3. Towards the end. Let's see. Where'd I read that at? 21. Who knows if the Spirit... It does say almost exactly that. I just want to share with y'all something. Like, about your reading. I don't know how long you've been studying for, or how long you have been here with me, right? But, no, we haven't took any notes yet. But I want you to know that every time you read it, every time you read this Bible, it is a living word. So you are going to catch something that you didn't catch. And I'll be quite honest with you. When I started out my journey and I read the 4 chapters a day, and I done one chapter of journaling a day, okay? I learned a lot. But now I'm a lot more attentive to what this Bible is saying. I catch things that I never realized were even there before, because I am paying attention to every word that I read when it comes out of my mouth. And the reason I say that is something as little as this. Verse 21 says, "For who can prove that human spirits go up and the spirit of animals go down into the earth?" Don't people ask that question a lot? They ask if their animals or their dogs are going to be in heaven with them, right? And that right there questions it even in the Bible, and says who can possibly know that, right? Because again, some things we're just not going to know on this side of the on this side, right? Because He's in heaven, and he is outside of our existence. So he knows everything. We don't, right? And there are just some things that we don't know, and that we don't need to know, and that we'll learn one day. You know what I mean? And we need to be okay with that. But I love that it questions that, because I never even really, paid attention that even the Bible, Solomon right here writes about it, and he questions it. So I just want to, encourage you that the things that you have probably questioned in this life, somewhere in the Bible, somebody else has probably questioned it too. And your exact question is probably in here. And the answer is probably in here too. So you're not the first one to ask the question. You're not the first one to wonder something. You're not the first one to wish that they had an answer. But there might not always be an answer, and you need to be okay with that. But I really like that. I don't know. It's just something that I like. I like that God knew that you was going to ask those questions, right? We as people, as humans, was going to ask that question. So what did he do? He had people ask it in the Bible, and I love that. I don't know. I like that. That's a big thing for me. I don't know. That coffee is so delicious. How else do I want to write that? Okay. I gotta read to people that. I'm gonna read what Tony Evans says about this. Something I do want you to catch though is also this. Chapter 4, verse 4. Then I observe that most people are motivated to success because they envy their neighbors. Now I want you to know, especially my membership people, that correlates with Proverbs 1. Y'all remember? Y'all remember us reading it? Hold on. Let me just open this back up for us. Let me just open this back up for us. It correlates with that, right? Because it talks about Proverbs 1. Verse, let's see where to go. One thing's coming for. Say to myself, I have seen. One is what we studied, right? Yes. Where's it at? I need my other Bible because that's where I wrote. But it says in here somewhere, to remember of those who come before and those who go there, we remember those who follow. I apply my mind to examine wisdom and done under heaven. God has given people seen all things, done the sun, found everything better. This almost, Proverbs 1 almost says the same thing that this is saying, which makes sense because Solomon wrote it. I said to myself, I have seen my wisdom. Holy grass. For with much wisdom is much sorrow. As knowledge increases, grief increases. That ain't what I'm looking for. I don't know. I lost my verse. And this one looks different than my other one that I was writing in. But y'all remember us talking about it. We talked about how it said don't follow, your friends into sin, right? And that envying what somebody else has often results in chasing after what somebody else has. We talked about keeping up with the Joneses and how you don't want to do that. I was just referring back to Proverbs because these two go hand in hand, which makes sense because Solomon wrote them both, right? But exactly what he said right there is what he said in Proverbs 1, right? Something that gets us into trouble is envying our neighbors, right? Wishing we could be just like them, right? We are chasing after success for the wrong reasons, right? I'm going to underline it. My knee is hurting. What is wrong with me this morning? I am going to underline Chapter 4, verse 4. I'm going to underline it. Because listen, I'm moving this table. There we go. Because listen, if you chase after success simply because your friend is chasing after success, you're going to have problems. I just want to say that. Do not chase after success of this world for the wrong, complete reasons, right? I really think, and I tell a lot of people this, I honestly think that one of the reasons my life changed so much is because I quit chasing the success of others. Y'all know y'all be scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever, and you see all of these people who are successful. And you're like, man, I wish I was like them. Right? So you watch their day in the life videos and you're like, I'm going to do what they do because what they do makes them successful. Listen, if you do what I do, you will likely be taking, you at least can take one nap a day and drink about a pot of coffee a day, okay? Because that's literally how I live. But that ain't what makes up my success. What makes up my success is my stewardness for the stuff that God has blessed me with. It's because I'm willing to work really hard and I'm willing to show up and I'm willing to step out in faith. I'm willing to do everything that He calls me to do. Right? I don't want to keep up with the Joneses. I don't want to do all these things that all these other people are. It's how you define success. Really, tell me. What is success to you? Because that's what you're chasing after. Is success the big houses and the big cars and staying at home all the time or having an X amount of money in your bank account? What's success to you? Because you're likely living up to something that isn't even there. And just because they have the big house and the big car and this, that, and the other, my friend, doesn't mean they're successful. Y'all need to always remember that what you're seeing of them on the gram, okay, is a snip of their life, and you have no idea what went on behind that picture. Okay? Absolutely none. So, yeah, eternity with Jesus in heaven. And I love that, yes, like, it depends on how you identify with success. What it is to you. Right? Don't run and chase after success simply because you're jealous of what your neighbor has. Success to me is following the Lord, doing what He calls me to do, and knowing that if I will just simply do that, if I will just simply follow Him and everything He tells me to do, I'm going to be fine. But I have to be willing. You see, some of us don't have success in life simply because we're not willing to leave behind the things He asked us to leave behind, right? We're too ready to cling on it. Charity, what you mean? Wait. My saying... Oh, no, I get it. Never mind. My saying is that if they have time to post a picture every hour, their life probably ain't that glamorous. I love that. I love that. Like, yeah, I do. I mean, honestly, I post in our Facebook group and on TikTok. I try to get there at least once a day. I can't. My personal stuff, oh my goodness. I hardly ever be posted. Listen, I can't. I cannot. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. But you'll hardly ever see me post about things that I have. You will see me post about things that like God is working and moving on in our life. But success to me isn't identified in anything. Because listen, none of this is guaranteed. Y'all have heard me say it before. None of this is guaranteed. Ever. And I live every single day knowing that tomorrow it could be all taken away from me. If the Lord chose to. And then I also trust that if He does take it away tomorrow, it's because He's got another plan. Right? It's because He's got something else that He needs me to do. And I'm going to do whatever it is. But I live with the expectation of this can change at any moment. But I also live knowing God took care of me this far and He'll keep on. And you know what? If He decided to take all this away, He has given me the skills to do it all over again. And that's what I'll do. Right? I'll do whatever he tells me to. We have the privilege of receiving God's best because of our obedience. I love that. Yes, we ain't took any notes so far. I am going to write beside chapter 4, verse 4. I'm going to write, don't be motivated by envy. Don't be motivated by envy, but instead by your definition of success. Right? Your definition of success. We only took one note so far, and it's literally the one I just took, and that is for chapter 4, verse 4. And it's don't be motivated by envy, but instead by your definition of success. Right? I seen a TikTok one time. We're going to read some of this out of the commentary. I seen a TikTok one time, and I really liked it. What did it say? She said, hold on. What was it talking about? Was it success or perfection, maybe? Perfection, maybe. Either way, she was talking about something in life. And she was saying, I told my therapist, I felt like I was, she was failing in some area of her life. And her therapist looked at her and said, what's the definition of that? And she said, and that was the moment when she realized that she was living up to something that didn't even exist. Right? Because we see these people doing these things, and we see these moms out here killing it, and we see them over here doing a load of laundry a day, and this, that, and other, and we're like, why can't we be like them? Like, that must be the standard. So then we try to live up to that, and because we can't, we think we're failing, and we get down on ourselves, and we start feeling defeated and not good enough. Nobody ever told you that your life had to look like theirs. Quit trying to make it. Listen, my biggest advice to you guys, God gave you skills, ability, personality. He gave you strengths and he gave you weaknesses. Okay? Use them. Use them. Your life don't have to... Are you a night owl? Listen, I lived for so long trying to be a morning person. Okay? Because I was told if you become a morning person, you're going to have better success. Okay? I read it and read it and read it and read it and read it until I believed it. Okay? I mean, because there's so many books, right? The 4 a.m. morning, the 4-hour work week. I mean, just all these. They'll tell you, wake up early and you'll be successful. Okay, well, that's key. I guess we'd all be doing it. You know what I mean? But it was inbred in me. Wake up early, and that's how you're going to be successful. Success comes with waking up early in the morning, right? False. No, it doesn't. That ain't it. That ain't it. It's not it. And I'm not saying that all those books were lying to you. They all got some good in them. But for a long time, my point is I associated my success with waking up early in the morning. And if I couldn't do it, then I was a failure. That's not true. I'm here to tell you, I had to be on Coffee Talk at 7:30. And Kelsey woke up 10 minutes before. Okay? I'm like, so sorry. But today was one of those days. All right? Use what you know about yourself to your advantage. If you're a night owl, do laundry at night. Just because they do it in the morning and you do it at night, that don't mean they doing it better than you. Clean your house at night. Just because I'm doing it in the morning and you're doing it at night don't make me any more successful than you. Use your skills, your ability, your personality, and that's how you get stuff done. That's how you become successful. Not by trying to be like somebody else, because listen, you aren't here to run their race. You're here to run yours. You have a race, you have a task, you have a mission. Okay? And it looks nothing like theirs. All right? Like, I need y'all to get it. Right? It's not going to look the same. And you need to quit thinking that it will. Because I promise it won't. I promise it won't. Getting up early not get me in jail. I love that. Listen, now I wake up early on some days. It's just not something that is connected to exactly why I'm successful. I became successful because the Lord said it's time. Because I was going to say gracious, but there wasn't nothing gracious about it. I spent a decade in the trenches, and I would love to tell you I did so gracefully, but I didn't. I really didn't. It was horrible in there. It's horrible in the trenches. But I did it. And I made it through it. And that's why I'm here. Because even in the trenches, I kept going. I kept dreaming. I kept believing. I kept saying, Lord, one day you're going to help me here, Lord. Teach me what you need to teach me so that I can be where you need me to be. And the whole time I spent in the trenches, right? He was teaching me and changing me and molding me and all of these things, right? To the point where he said, now you're ready. So your years that you're spending in the trenches are not wasted. They're training, they're teaching, right? I have to be a morning person because of these kids. For real, I be knowing how that is. See, I stay up till like 3 in the morning so that, those kids be asleep. And I just sit there. But my kids are older, they're much more self-efficient, and Steve usually gets up with them. Praise the Lord for Steve. I just say. While we're praising the Lord for Steve, I need coffee. Steve. All right, let's read some of his commentary. Oh, he walked right into the diffuser. Oh, listen, I had to spend a long time in the trenches to get me one of these Steves as well. I'll tell you right now. All right, chapter 3, verse 16. That's where we started. So let's just read a little bit and see what we think. So here Solomon considers injustice and death under the sun. Miscarriages of justice are frequent in the world. The wicked prosper and righteousness suffer. As a result, life seems unfair. Moreover, the fate of the children of Adam and the fate of the animals are the same. Both die and their bodies return to dust. People unjustly treat each other like beasts, and then they join beasts in the grave. Okay. Let's just keep reading. Before he returns to his discussion of the fertility of the world, Solomon encourages the responsible enjoyment of the life God has granted. He says there is nothing better for a person to enjoy his activities because that is his reward. Let me go see here. I like it a lot. All right, so I'm just going to make one note, and I'm going to make it for this whole section. Well, not this whole, for verse 16 all the way down to 22. All right? Been up since 5. Y'all get out of here. I like that. Everyone's in the trenches sometimes. What matters is that you keep going and don't make it your home. I love that. Did y'all hear him step right on into that diffuser and held his breath? Are you talking about that verse 21? All right, the note I want to make, I'm just going to say it like this. Injustice will happen. Y'all, I love my table, but why does it keep moving? All right, injustice will happen. But we have to keep running our race. All right, injustice will happen, but we have to keep running our race. And I'm going to put, and enjoying our works. See, you really don't gotta like, what? What is Steve saying? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Were you here at the beginning? We talked about it a little bit. Oh, it's came unlocked the table. Well, come and fix it. How you fix it? Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I might have fixed it. I did. Look at me. Kelsey the fixer. Appreciate that lack of information, or that information there, so I knew how to fix it. Oh, that would preach. I'm just going to tell you right now. I found it. You the best. That would do so good. Damn, that's a good message. Like, I didn't know how to fix it because I didn't know it could lock. I was missing valuable information that helped me handle this situation. How many of you doing that in your everyday life? That's good. That's good. So the note, injustice will happen, but we have to keep running our race and enjoying our works. And by works, I meant activities, right? That would go with the verse of nothing is better than for people to be happy in their work. Okay, that's what that relates to. But that whole note goes for verses 16 all the way to 22. Use the tractor. What are you talking about? Y'all don't confuse me. Y'all be confusing. Okay, did y'all get the note? we gotta keep going. I'm gonna read some of this commentary about these first chapter 4, verses 1 through 6. I would like to see what it has to say. Solomon has seen oppression and the abuse of power in situations in where there is no one to comfort the oppressed. Therefore, he concludes the dead are better off than the living. And he says, no, wait, actually, it would be better if I'd never have been born. If we're honest with ourselves, most of us has felt the same way at one time or another. Oppression wasn't confined to Solomon's time. Cruelty, and I don't know what that word is, are realities to this day. Public corruption, racial racial, why can't I say that? Discrimination, religious prosecution, domestic violence, child abuse, the list goes on and on. Evil is everywhere, and its existence leads to skepticism. That's true. That's true, and that's good. I was actually going to say something about that, but that is true, and that is good. So what I was going to say when I was reading it, I don't know if I'll make a note on it because I don't really have any room. But I loved when it talked about this because I was actually talking, it's been a little while since I talked to Steve about it, but I was really thinking about my kids are at this age where they're now like becoming too smart for their own good. You know what I mean? And like, I can see the world corrupting them. Does that make sense? Like, I am an adult who has a good understanding of what the Bible says, right and wrong according to the Word, how I'm supposed to live, how I'm not. I have control over my emotions. I've taught myself that. I have self-control over my body, all that stuff, right? But then I look at it, but like, it took me a long time to teach myself that, right? I've been teaching myself that for a minute. And I'm doing my best to teach my kids all of those things, right? Because that's our job. However, we have to understand they are children. They still have this childlike, mentality. So sometimes the things you say just don't make sense. Like, I told my daughter the other day, just say sorry anyway. She said, but I didn't do nothing wrong. And I said, well, Emma, sometimes we just have to say sorry even though we didn't do nothing wrong. And she said, what? Like, that didn't make no sense to her that we had to say sorry even if we didn't do nothing wrong. Because in her mind, admitting sorry admits she done something, right? And she didn't. She didn't do nothing. But that little girl was doing this. And I wanted her to do this. And the way to get her to do this was for Emma to say, I'm sorry, right? So Emma just was like, man. And I said, just do it, honey. Like, it makes you the bigger person, you know? And she's like, okay, but she really didn't get it. So, they're in this middle of childlike faith, childlike mind, and the world is trying to corrupt me. And I see it. I see it. And it's so sad. But that is what that reminds me of, is that when they are born, they are very childlike. Right? When they're born, they have this childlike faith. They're happy all the time. They are, well, maybe not all the time. They get cranky. But y'all know what I mean. Like, they have this perceptive of the world that all good happens here. You know what I mean? And they get older. And they start realizing that it's not so good. And I'm watching, my kids never do anything bad, but like, I'm watching them learn different things, and I'm like, please stop. Please stop it. Please stop it. Like, raising a girl is hard, but raising a boy is equally hard because of the things that they just wish to talk about all the time. And I'm just over here like, I'm going to duct tape your mouth shut. Like, will you quit talking? Just, just be quiet. And I don't know. I've just been noticing that about my kids, and it's with all of y'all's kids. The older they get, the more they learn that there is evil out here, and it's going to try to corrupt them. So I just want to encourage you, have the conversation with your kids all the time. All the time. Even if you say, Kelsey, my kids know good from evil. Mine do too. My kids know not to steal from the grocery store. My kids know saying bad words is not okay. My kids know like good, right, and wrong. They know don't be mean to people, love people. My kids know these basic principles, but what my kids don't know and what yours don't know and don't understand yet is that the enemy will use them and their innocence to come into your house. And I've been teaching my children that valuable lesson. And they'll do it with YouTube videos. And they'll do it with YouTube videos and video games, school. Like, the enemy will see their innocence and will use that to his advantage. No, you didn't, Charity. Are you serious? But that's what we have to teach our kids. We don't invite evil in, right? So you can say, Kelsey, they know right from wrong. Yes, they probably do. And I bet you're a wonderful parent, just like I am. But that ain't going to stop the enemy from trying to get to them, right? One thing that I've noticed that has pretty much corrupted our family life, I'll be quite honest, is YouTube. And I'll tell you why. So our kids like to watch these other kids, play with the toys. And now we have become people who watch other people clean their houses. But that's never your do. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, one of the little girls that my daughter watches, and they don't, uses Disney. Yes, y'all have no idea how sad I am about that new Santa Claus. I'm so sad. But she watches this little girl. My kids don't watch nothing bad. They aren't allowed to do that. And they certainly know if they say a bad word, it's been a bad day for them. Mama coming to get them. And I'm just not. I'm not a gentle parent, so to say. I'm not what my father was to me. But my kid's gone. No, don't even cross me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not scared to throw hands. Right? Okay. So they don't watch nothing bad. But they watch this little girl, and she's playing with her family, right? They got this. It's a day where she gets to say yes. They have to say yes to everything she says. What? And I had to explain to my daughter, honey, that's their job. They are doing that because they make tons of money off of the YouTube. Like, that's why they're doing that. So that's not real. It's not real. And that has corrupted our family life. Because my daughter now has this impression that that's what a traditional family looks like. And it's not. It's not. Right? But because she watches these YouTube videos and they're not doing anything wrong, they're just playing with their daughter, she has this understanding that my mom and my dad are supposed to be my friend. And I literally had to set my daughter down. I'm not your friend. I am your mom, and Steve is your dad. And our job is to raise you and discipline you and help you become such a wonderful child of God. That's our job. My job isn't to be your best friend. I love you. I want what's best for you. I want to go get our nails done together. I want to do those fun things. But the reality is I'm meant to teach you and help you and raise you, not be your friend. Parents being besties with their kids is one of the issues that we are having in this world today. You're not meant to be their best friend. You're meant to be their parent. Like, the Bible will instruct all that. Yeah, we'll be your friends when you're raised. Yes. And I like that because, listen, I consider my mom my friend. I do. When I need advice, I call my mama. I love my mama. My mama is like one of my biggest hype people now. And I love my mama. I call her, if anything's going on, I'll be calling my mom. But she wasn't my friend raising me. Right? Like, she's still my mom. So I don't know. That is just teach your kids that the enemy will use their innocence to corrupt your household. Right? That's something that they need to learn. All right, let's see. Let me finish reading this. Don't ever, wait, where was I? Let's see. Where did I read to? Verse 6. Okay. All right. I only got one more little section to read, and then we are going to read some more. Solomon's own skepticism, did I say that right? Continues, all labor and all skill for work is due to one person's jealousy to another. That's what we just talked about. In other words, it's a dog-eat-dog world. This, too, he says, is the pursuit of the wind, and that doesn't mean that you should sit back and do nothing with your life. After all, the fool folds his arms and consumes his own flesh, right? Proverbs teaches us about laziness. We're not supposed to do it. We're supposed to work like an ant. And if you, don't understand what that means, look up how ants work, because it is a very good study. This means that if you refuse to work, you'll go hungry. Proverbs also says that. It says laziness results in poverty. That it's better to have one handful with rest than two handfuls with effort. Means it's better to earn only what you need and get rest than to be a miserable workaholic keeping up with the Joneses. I tell you what, I just feel like sometimes I'm just right on point with things. And that just, I've come a long way in my journey. I tell you what, I used to open this Bible and not have a clue what it says. I love it. Not yet. I done a note for verse 4. Listen, when I use my illustrating Bible, we don't go verse by verse. When I rule of thumb for coffee talks, okay? If I'm using that big old illustrating Bible, y'all know I'm going verse by verse. If I'm using this expressions Bible, then y'all know we're going paragraph by paragraph, section by section, right? Because my goal this year in 2023, well, it ain't got here yet, next year, whatever, is to have this whole Bible completely filled, paragraph by paragraph like this. I want the whole thing to be filled. The whole thing. And I'm super excited. It's going to take me a lot. It's going to take a lot of studying, but it's going to be good. I'm really excited about it. Appreciate that. I mean, I don't consider this a real job either, if y'all want to get technical about it. But see, I'll just say it. What do you define as a job? Is it the American dream, the 9 to 5? Because I had a bigger vision for my life, and now I'm living it. And it don't feel like I ever work, but I work all the time, and I love what I do. So y'all can, people can think that it ain't a real job, and I'm not a good housemaker, whatever. Like, my husband brings me coffee. I get to work out of my garage, but I'm a lot of things. A wife, a mom, a boss, a business owner. And I'll spend every day doing this. But I think that is so funny. I can't. This is my job. It's what I've been called to do. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Am I going to say it right? Ecclesiastes? Did I say it right? I don't know. Did I say it right? Chapter 4, verse 7 is about to be where we are. I'm going to write so for verses 5 and 6, okay, it's going to be our last little note before we read some more. I am going to write literally kind of what Proverbs says. Laziness leads to poverty. Laziness leads to poverty. We are to work hard, but not become workaholics. And I tell you what, I probably need that today. I am the world's worst for working all the time. Number one, because I love it, right? And it is it's something that I love to do, so it's easy to work all the time. But yes, this will be on YouTube. Aw, thank you. It's easy to work all the time when I enjoy what I do, and all those good things. But I put laziness leads to poverty. We are to work hard, but not become workaholics. You are called to work hard and diligently and like ants, right? But also you're called to not forget your priorities. It's really easy to get caught up in working and chasing after money and chasing after, whatever else you're chasing after, that you get unaligned from the priorities of your life. And your priorities should be, for anybody who wants to know, it's God, spouse, children, home, all other. That's how it works. God, spouse, children, home, all other things. Okay? If you want your life to work with you and not against you, have those priorities. God comes first. Your spouse comes next, not your children. And I know that people are like, Kelsey, no, I'm not going to do that. Listen to me. I hear you. But let me propose you something. Do you want your marriage to be the best marriage that you've ever had in your life? Put your husband first. Put your wife first. And I know that's not the normal that you're being taught in this age, but I don't teach normal and of age. I teach of this. Okay? And this says, God, spouse, children, home, other. Okay? Why does your husband or your wife get to come before your children? Because you are meant to raise your children up and they will leave you. They will meet somebody, they will fall in love, or they will go off on their own. Okay? And they're going to leave you here by yourself. You aren't meant to do this whole life with your children. You spend the rest of your life with your spouse. Putting your kids before any man. You do put your kids before any man until you're married. Until you're married. Do not just be putting I'm talking about a spouse. A husband or wife. Don't y'all be going out here and putting a man or a woman before your children if you are divorced, all right? I don't think so. That's going to get you into trouble. Marriage. You know what? How about you just stay away from dilly-daddling in all those different relationships until you find the one. All right? That's going to be my advice. But yes, if you are married, your spouse comes before your children. And that's how a good marriage is going to work. And do my kids feel like Steve comes before them? No. It's not to make your children feel any less. Don't be using it to put your children down. No. That's not right. Just because Steve comes before my children doesn't make I don't use that to make them feel less. Does that make sense? Steve comes before my children because Steve and me are life partners.
It teaches you children
how to have a marriage. Yes, and they're not going to feel like that. Yeah, okay, there you go. They're not going to feel like that. They are going to you're not using it as a tool to bring your children down. Okay, you're using it as a way to listen. You want to know what? I'll give you an example. Number one, okay, the reason that your spouse comes first is because your kids are going to grow up and leave you, the short version, and they're going to go off and they're going to live this life, and your spouse is who's going to be with you till the end. That's number one. Your spouse is your lifelong partner. They're going to be with you till the end, till you die. All right? Till they die. Till somebody dies. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you having that type of relationship with your spouse is going to teach your children how to have that type of relationship with their spouse. They will quit settling for less. You know how I know? All right. My sweet girl, like my daughter, let me tell you, okay. I can't. I'm so glad that they don't remember the relationship that I had with their real father, because if that is the standard that she set for herself, there's no way I'd be able to live with myself. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because it was rough. But now, all they remember and all they really know is my relationship with Steve. Hallelujah, I'm grateful for it. Praise the Lord. And when me and her get to talking about relationships, she said, Mama, how are you going to know? How am I going to know when I've met the person I'm supposed to marry? I said, if they treat you like Daddy Steve treats me, then that's how you know you're supposed to marry. I said, but if they don't treat you that way, the answer is no. She looked at me, she said, that's right. She said, but you know what? I don't really need no man. I said, you're right. Right now, you don't really need no man. You don't need no. And I love it. But I want my daughter to know, if he doesn't treat you like Daddy Steve treats me, then he's not the one. And my children know. And my son, he said, Mama, you mean to tell me if I want to love somebody, I gotta do what Daddy Steve does for you with them? I said, yep. He said, I'm not getting married. I said, son, you may think that right now, because he watches Daddy Steve he brings me coffee every morning, Steve. Ethan don't want to have to do that for somebody. And I told him, I said, son, when you find the love of your life, you'll want to do those things. So yes, you have to. No, you don't have to do it for everybody. But you're going to want to do it for the one that you fall in love with. Right? The one that you love. The one that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You'll want to do it for them. Right? I love that, Holly. Emma is not. She be straight up telling you, I don't need no man. You right, you don't. I'm dead. Yeah, exactly. If you will put your priorities, God, spouse, children, home, and everything else below it, your life is going to flow so much differently. Your marriage is going to be different. The way you're raising your kids is going to be different. The way you are viewing your life is going to be different. Like, everything is going to be different. So we're called to be hard workers, but don't get so caught up in your work that you neglect your relationship with God, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your kids, and taking care of your home. Right? Because work comes after all of those things. Okay? So you got to deal with the right things in the proper order. Yeah, I love it. Yep. These days I have to take. I lost it. These days, though, I have to take any hours or extra again. And but listen, this is also true. I completely understand the way that the world is now. But I'll tell you a little story really quick. I completely understand your thinking. Proverbs tells us to lean not into our own understanding, but to trust the Lord, right? I'm not telling you to not pick up extra shifts. I don't know your situation at, where you're at. I understand that the world is hard right now. And I understand that everything is high. I do. I get it. But here's the thing. You pick up the extra hours and you're working because you're leaning onto your own understanding of, if I work more, I get paid more, I'll be able to pay these bills better. And that's the cycle that we are going in, right? I need to work all these extra hours and not be with my kids, because if I do that, I'll be able to pay my bills. If I can't pay my bills, my kids won't have a place to lay their head, right? Like, that's the way we're seeing it, okay? Like, we are looking at it in our own understanding, right? Okay. We're not supposed to do that. Lean not to your own understanding, but trust in the Lord. I was working a job. I'm going to tell you a little story. I was working a job, and that's a good job too. I was a manager. I was the highest paying manager at where I worked at. Because every time I threatened to leave, they upped my pay. I've done that quite a couple times. But I would take my kids to school in the morning. I'd pick them up from school. I'd drop them off. Okay, back at home. And I left and went to work. Okay. I didn't get home till they were already in bed. And I'd done this over and over and over again because I was a single mother. I had to work, right? You got to pay your bills. Well, I quit that job with no backup plan. Not one. Because that job, I will never wish, if my children was to leave me tomorrow, I will never wish that I worked more or made more money. I would have wished that I would have took the time off work to spend with them. Right? You need to live by the promise that God is going to take care of you. You're not called to be lazy. So don't get this mixed up. I mean, this is twofold. We're not being lazy people that don't want to work, right? Because that's a problem. But if you are working hard and have your priorities the exact way they're supposed to be, that's when the Lord's going to step in and take care of you. He promised, if I take care of the birds in the air and the fish in the sea, then how much more am I going to take care of you? He will take care of you. You have to trust in that. When I quit that job, I lost everything. And to the view's eye, you might have seen she quit that job and now she's going downhill. In view's eye and perspective, that probably is what it looked like. Looked like I quit my job, I was stupid, and now I've lost everything. In God's perspective, that was leading me exactly to where I was going to be. Because if I'd have never quit that job, I'd have never hit rock bottom. If I didn't hit rock bottom, I wouldn't have ended up at my parents' house. And if I didn't end up at my parents' house, then I would have never worked so hard to get where I am today. I would have never started digging into my word. I hit rock bottom and there was nowhere else to go except for up. So I picked up my Bible and I changed my life. And now, this is what I do full time. I teach. This is my job. My husband I met a man and he became the best husband that I've ever had in my life. And I wouldn't trade him for nothing. And I have a great marriage and great kids and I own a home and I brought my husband home from work. And I'll tell you what, it took me 3 years. I'm still on my way and I think I'm in my 4th year. But it took me 3 to change my life. For the Lord to step in and teach me and show me. And it took me really being obedient to everything He was trying to teach me. Right? I had to learn to become obedient. So when He told me to walk away, I'd walk away. So if He told me it was enough, I'd say okay, and I'd walk in the other direction. Okay? The Lord has blessed me so much with everything in my life. My life is a walking testimony, and I love it. I love that when people look at my life, there's no other explanation for it except that God showed up and showed out. No other explanation. So, you're not called to be lazy. Okay? You're called to work hard. But work hard and don't get the priorities mixed up. Because it'll mess you up. And I know that it's like, oh, that's a lot of rules. It's not really rules. It's for your best interest. And if you will really think about it, we probably don't have time to get into all of it today, but if you really think about it, it all goes hand in hand. It all goes hand in hand. How much you work, how your priorities are aligned, it all goes together. You just got to think about it. I do need to do a video on my testimony. I really do. Strengthening your prayer life. We created a prayer journal. If you click on my profile, it's on our shop. Purpose. We have a prayer journal to help you walk through prayer, but we also have a membership. And tonight we are actually going to be making prayer boards, which is going to be super cool. And so I'm super excited about that. Charity, are you saying after conference do the testimony video? Shipping to Canada. You have to email us about it. My membership is $25 a month. And you get access to literally everything that I offer. And that's why I charge for it. You don't charge for learning, you are getting all the resources that I create, that I take a lot of time to create. I create lots of downloads. We read the Bible together. You get all my extra downloads. You get access to all the courses that I ever create, which are $25 on their own. You get access to just so many benefits, so many things. You can read about it. I don't ever, enforce it. You can just decide with your own discernment if it is for you. Aw, yay. Dina, thank you. I am going to do a video of the prayer board thing. I'm going to share all, everybody. I got a cute little video idea for it. The prayer journal we create, it's on my shop. Last note was for verses 5 and 6. Yes, go to the link tree. Should we keep reading? What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. Oh, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm using the Expressions Bible. This is the Bible that I use to do paragraph by paragraph notes. And it is also the one I'm going to use to read the whole Bible in a year with everybody who wants to do that. And you can also find that in the bio. Reading the Bible in a year is just a Facebook group. I'm going to record a podcast on it every week as a little recap. I do want me and Steve to start recording a podcast, though, you guys.
Steve sounds like a hit. He don't want to do it.
Steve's doing it. But I need suggestions on what you guys would like me and Steve to talk about. And I think that would be super cool if we go by y'all's suggestions and me and Steve record a podcast once a week and have these conversations about these subjects that you guys want us to talk about. And I think that would be super cool and super fun. So if you're in the membership, the video from Tuesday night, we talk about it at the very beginning. The coffee talks will be posted later on YouTube. Tabitha, I'm not sure I understand the question. Okay, I think that I answered some of these questions. Listen to this. Chapter 4, verse 7. I observed yet another example of something meaningless under the sun. This is a case of a man who is all alone without a child or a brother, yet works hard to gain as much wealth as he can. And then he asks himself, who am I working for? Why am I giving up so much pleasure? Why am I giving up so much pleasure now? It is also meaningless and depressing. So first things first, I'm going to do a little note for that section. Wealth will never satisfy. Wealth will never satisfy. Wealth will never satisfy, verses 7 through 8. And then verse 9, 2 people are better off than one, so that they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Likewise, 2 people lying close together can keep each other warm. But how can we be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. 3 are even better, for a triple braid cord is not easily broken. Listen, 3 are better. Husband, wife, and God. That's the 3. All right? Your marriage should be made up of 3 people. You, your spouse, and the Lord. I didn't know we was going to have a married lesson, but I like it. I love it. That's a good lesson. Oh man, I don't know what I'm even going to write because that's some good stuff. I love it. That's so many good lessons right there. Like, how are you just going to write just one? All right. A spouse is your helpmate. A lasting best friend. A loyal companion. I'm going to put it's y'all against the world. And then where it says 3 or even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken, I'm going to write man, woman, God. 3. I have that hanging up in my house, actually. That's some good stuff. I love that. Yep, Teresa just posted it. Listen, the next time you're fighting with your spouse, can I offer you a piece of advice? When y'all walk away from each other because y'all are just like so aggravated with each other, I want you to remind yourself of this. It's not you and them against each other. It's you and them against the world. Okay? Y'all aren't each other's enemy. You're each other's helpmate. Y'all aren't battling against each other. You're battling against the world. Okay? Y'all aren't to be at each other's throats. You are to be helping each other. Listen, when me and Steve fought over that fireplace in there, I tell you what, I done decided I wasn't doing it. And he didn't think that I could do that because my OCD is so bad. Not even half my fireplace was painted. Like, just certain spots were white. And I'm really, really OCD. He thought that I wasn't going to be able to just walk away from it. Oh, Kelsey got mad. I walked away. I laid down right there on that couch right there, and I went to sleep. He said, "Are you really not going to finish that?" I said, "Nope, I'm training my OCD to not have power over me." And he said, "You're going to finish this." "Nope, not going to do it." And you know what? He sat down. He kissed me. He said, "We need a reset." I said, "Yeah, we do." And we got up together and we painted that. And it took all 45 minutes. Right? I'm going to have to read some of these comments. We're not each other's enemy. We're each other's helpmate. So even if we get mad and fight for a minute and don't agree or don't see eye to eye, how important it is to realize what's going on. Okay? The enemy is trying to divide. Okay? Recognize what's going on and realize, you know what? It's not me and you battling against each other. It's me and you against the world. So let's get up and let's do this together. Let's finish it together. And we did. Right? So the next time that you are fighting with your spouse, I need you, when you walk away, I need you to remember that. Okay? I need you to remember that y'all aren't fighting each other. Okay? You are in this battle together so that y'all can stand back to back and have both sides covered. So that y'all can walk into this crazy world together and not alone. So that y'all can, when the other one falls, you can reach out. Now, I can't tell you how many times Steve has reached out and pulled me up when I was just ready to walk away and quit everything. Steve reassures me so much of my calling and what God has called me to. He will tell me over and over, "This is where I see you going. This is where you're going. We're doing this. And I'm like, "I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, And he's like, "I know you don't, but one day you will." Like, Steve is my biggest encourager and my biggest hype man. But if you fall down and you're by yourself, who's going to help you up? You know? Like, I don't know. I love it. The next time you and your spouse fight or feud, remind yourself, they're not your enemy. Could have swore I've seen some. They're not your enemy. They're your helpmate. Okay? It's you and them against the world. Not you and them against each other. Okay? This is an Expressions Bible. I've seen some things, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them all. What do I have a TikTok on? I love that charity. I don't know. I guess I seen it, most of it. I don't know. That's weird. I love that. Last night for verse 9. So verses 9 through, I guess, 11. It's really 9 through 12, but then I took an extra one. A spouse is your helpmate, a lasting best friend, a loyal companion. It's y'all against the world. And then the very last part of that says, 3 are even better. A triple braided cord is not easily broken. It's you, your spouse, and God. I put man, woman, God. It's you, your spouse, and God. Vicky, as long as I remember to do it tonight, it should be done processing, and I shall be able to upload it to YouTube. Been some good stuff. And I want to clarify, the reason that I write my notes the way that I do is because by the end of this year, I want my whole Bible to look like this. Okay? Why? Number 1, to grow my relationship with the Lord. First and foremost. And it works wonders. All right? Number 2, though, I want to do one this year like this. And then I want to start again and do one next year like this. And the reason that I write the notes the way that I do is because I want one of these to go to my son and one of them to go to my daughter. And this is what I want their gift to be when they turn 18. I'm going to give this to them, and they might or might not value it then. I don't know. We'll see where they are. But I want to give them this because it's the Word of God, and it shows them my relationship with the Lord. And then it's me writing little notes in here that can help them. So that when I'm not here anymore, I have a daughter and a son. When I'm not here anymore, not only will they have, I wish Mom was here to give me advice. Well, I wrote lots of it in here. And all the advice I gave corresponds with the Word of God. Because they need to be studying this. Does that make sense? I love it. I don't know. I just love it. I can't. I need to do my highlighting. Oh boy. I love that. I hope my kids cherish it. But my main thing is, if I created almost like a notebook that I have wrote for myself, with notes in it, they'll cherish it, because it's my notes. But then what makes it even better is it's almost me. I've put my notes in a Bible, so they have no choice but to open the Word of God and figure it out. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that all the advice that I've given to them all can correspond with the Word of God. And because this is what's gonna help them through life. Especially when I'm not here anymore. And maybe I'm not here to give them advice. Well, it's right here. Or maybe at 1 o'clock in the morning when they're adults, young adults, and they're just having a really hard time. Instead of calling me, they can read this. And they can see my notes and spend time with God. And just, I don't know. I love all of it. This is my way to get them into their Word. And I love it. I love that. I love it. I just can't. Okay, where am I at here? Okay, I am on yellow. I don't know. I just think, and I already have a couple of Bibles with like notes and stuff in it. A lot actually, and I have lots of commentaries, and all of those things. But I don't know. I really like this, and I just think that like this would be very special for them, and it's going to be very special to me. I love it. All right, I'm just highlighting my sections here. I still got to do my daily reading. Yeah, I'm going to be here for a little while longer. And I need to call and check on Haley. Because I got to get my daily reading done as well. I love that Winona. That's so smart. I need to print me out some and do that too. Add those Study Me When tabs for them. Oh, that's good. I need to do that. I bet I print me off some. Make me some today. So this is technically a fresh Bible to me. I just got this Bible, what? No, y'all might know better than me. I just got this Bible, like, a couple weeks ago. And I've already just done all of this in that time. Yeah. So it is new to me. This is the one I'm going to use this year. Yes. We're going to finish it. We're going to read and take little notes like this for this whole thing. Which means we're going to be here a minute. Like for real, for real. Considering, I think we ended it. Considering, we don't get very far because I talk a lot. How many chapters does it have? Okay, 12. Yeah, so that's right. Yep. So, according to me, if we do a page a time, which we don't, but maybe we can focus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably 8 more coffee talk. We're going to be here all month. Just all month. All January. That's where we're going to be. Yeah, I had to add a lot of extra things in the Jesus Bible. But you can do that. Do this. I done this last time we were on Coffee Talk. Use sticky notes and cover it up so you can still see it. This Bible has coloring things. I don't like to color. Coloring ain't for me. I don't like it. So I cover it up. Do that in your Bible. And the way that I do that, and you can do that in the Jesus Bible, I'll show you an example. Oh, I'm getting old and it hurts when I get up my chairs. I need to go back to bed. Well, I need to go back to bed. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. Here's the Jesus Bible. This is a notes Bible too. It's for taking notes. It just has the coloring pages, but I'm going to show you this. Because this is separate from my Bible in a year. This is just coffee talk. Bible in a year. So this Bible is in, it's a 1-year Bible, and it's in chronological order, okay? Oh, no. So this is what we are going to use to read the Bible in a year. This is just coffee talk for me. See, that's why y'all can't ask me how much my study time is. Because this was coffee talk. I'm going to proceed to get off of here and do all of this. And take notes. Okay? And then on top of that, we have a membership live tonight, which means I have to teach. So then I'm going to go to Proverbs 4, because that's where we are, and I'm going to study all of Proverbs 4. So I'm going to be here probably until 11, 12 o'clock today, studying. Yeah, that is just coffee talk. The Bible in a year, didn't text me. The Bible in a year, we go by this reading plan. I have it posted. It's in a Facebook group. So click on the profile and go to the link in the bio, and you will be able to see what I'm talking about. So the Jesus Bible, let's talk about really quick. These are small sticky notes, okay, which were perfect. All right. Small sticky notes were perfect. All right, but let me find one of these. Okay, so the Jesus Bible has a lot of these breakdowns, which I do like, okay? The breakdowns are really great. The breakdowns will, really help you, okay? But what I do, I take a regular sticky note. What? Take a regular sticky note, and I fold it, okay? Is she here? Oh, okay, all right. I fold it. And I barely make it touch the sticky on the other side so that it will stay, okay? And then just okay, there it is, right there, easy peasy, lemon squeeze, and then do the whole thing. Do the whole thing like that, and that's where you can write your notes. Because I love this Bible. I do. It ain't as full as my others, but it's got decent stuff in it. I like it. I love this Bible. It's beautiful. For real though. It is pretty. All right, you guys. Well, I still have a lot of studying to do. And I need to go give Haley her to-do list. So, deciding what Bible to journal in. So, as of right now, that illustrating Bible, I use that to do verse by verse. And I use that to do my teaching and all the things, because it's got plenty of room for me to write all my notes that I need to do my teaching and stuff like that, right? This is my personal Bible. This is the one I'm feeling for my kids that I'm going to go through in the whole year and create all these notes, right? So it just depends on exactly what I am doing to determine what I'm going to use. This year, these will be the 2 main Bibles I use. This and that. Next year, I will get a new Bible and we will start all over. Sometimes if I just want to read a different translation, then I'll pick up my English Standard or my She Reads Truth. And or my King James, all right? I just pick up a different Bible to read a different perspective, to see it or hear it differently or any of those things, because it will all help you study, right? So those are the 2 main ones that I use. And then all my other ones, I just, pick up and read. There's really no, logic to it, so to say. Your daughter's name's Haley. The Logos app? I don't know what that is. I don't use the Jesus Bible as much as I would like. Maybe I will do something with it this year as far as notes go. But I do just use it to take regular notes. Okay, Vicky. Aw, yay. So glad you're here. Oh, I like that. I will have to get that. I do coffee talks 3 times a week. Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. and then Thursday and Friday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I never made the corn pudding. I forgot. I really need to make that. I completely forgot. Somebody tell me how to make that again. I'm going to write it on a sticky note this time. Y'all can't trust me to do things. Not when it comes to cooking. But I do want to make it. So I'm going to need you. I'll record a TikTok to hold myself accountable. Yay. Well, all of my coffee talks are uploaded to YouTube. So, yes, I do make the Bible journaling kits. All of my coffee talks are uploaded to YouTube. So, as long as you follow the YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch all of them. You just might not watch it live, but you can watch the replay. We make everything on our shop is handmade except for the stuff that's from Daily Grace Co. and Dayspring that we partner with. But I literally tell you on the website if it's from them. Yeah, I gotta write down this recipe. Definitely pick your Bible back up. You can join us here for coffee talks and we can study together. All right, don't drain. So don't drain, right? And 1 stick of butter. Don't drain. And then 1 stick of butter. Then what? What you cook it? Oh, 350 for 45. Okay. 350. 45 minutes till golden. Okay, I'm going to make it. I'm going to go see. I'm going to go grocery store. I got to go run errands today. I'm going to go buy this. And I'll even record a TikTok. And I'll show y'all me making it. We will definitely be praying for you. Mix it together and cook. Okay, perfect. Melt your butter. Listen, you can't be leaving out important details, friends. Y'all know I don't cook. Y'all know I don't be cooking. I don't like cooking. Can't leave out the important details. Gotta really dumb it down for me. Yes, I'm excited to try it. I will. I think I seen it come through. Oh, I already did. It is about prayer cloth, right? Is that what that message is about? Was you the one missing a prayer cloth? The YouTube channel is Kelsey Urban, Purpose of Hope, or something like that. If you click on, just click on the link tree in the bio. And my YouTube channel's there. I am going to go to Hobby Lobby. I'm going to go today. Love you so big, girlfriend. Hope you have a great day. There. I'm not even going to tell y'all that I almost was looking for my phone and realized I was on my phone. Oh, boy, it's going to be a day. I already have it wrote down, girlfriend, and I am going to ship it out to you today. It was already made. Haley even told me that she knew that she had left that out on accident. It's okay. And we already had, like, she had it made and everything. We were just trying to figure out where it came from. But I got your message, and I know now. So I'm going to get it sent out to you today, my girl. Your channel. What, honey? It's Kelsey Irvin, Purpose of Hope. And there be coffee talks. Lots of them. Where's the one from yesterday? Yeah, see? 12 hours ago. Wait a minute now. Why is there two of the same video uploaded, though? And it says part 1 and part 2. What? What did I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I need a manager. What is this? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, how do you get to your video? Charity talked me into this, and I don't know what I'm doing. Go back. That's not where I want to be. I'm going to make Charity have to take this over. She made me do this. I'm going to have to do it on my phone. I don't know how to do it on this thing. Somehow I uploaded 2 of the same videos, but I could have swore that was different videos because I'm missing a video. I uploaded one last night. That's not right. Yet not right. Because there was this one. And then, that ain't Thursday night, is it? Is it? I mean, Tuesday night. I don't know. I really got to write these things down. I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost now. I'll figure it out later. It is Kelsey Irvin, Purpose of Hope. I love that. Well, we are going to pray over that exact same thing over your prayer calls for you, girlfriend. Before we even send it out, we are going to pray about that. And then we are going to package it up and we are going to send it to you. These bracelets were my late husband's. These are the people who he lost when he was in Afghanistan and Iraq. He wore these bracelets all the time. He never took them off. So when he passed away, I put them on, and I have wore them ever since. And then I'll continue to wear them until my children are old enough for me to pass them down to. I've wore them so long that, like, there's 2 different colors here. The Bible I have is a hardcover. Yeah, poor old Amazon. Charlie, Amazon, I don't think they were ready for that. Where are you going? Sir? I'm going to beat him up. Amazon wasn't ready for me to get that Bible because I got it and told people about it, and then it sold out within a couple of days. Whoops. So I just don't think they were ready. Hopefully they will get some more back in stock. Won't allow notifications. Kids YouTube. What? I don't know. Yeah, Dayspring. Barnes & Noble. That's good. I probably do have 2 YouTube channels. I need to go check that too. I used to have one a very long time ago. Yay. Membership meetings are Monday nights at 7 p.m. and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And membership meetings are always recorded so you can watch later. Why? How do you fix that? How do you fix it? Oh, look. I need my computer. Okay, well, now that y'all have let me know that my YouTube channel is like all kinds of wonky, and I've uploaded 2 of the same video for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to go figure that out. And finish up everything that I have to do today. Because it's a lot. So, I love you guys so big. I'm going to go fix that YouTube channel. Y'all got me all kinds of concerned about it now. And I got messages to answer. I've been marking that it's not for kids. Maybe some of them say that they're... So do I have to go back in and like edit every single one of the videos and then hit no? But that don't make no sense. My kids get notifications about kid TikToks or kid YouTubes. I have no idea. I shall. Okay, I'm going to go look and make sure that all that's set up correctly because now my brain's moving. All right. I'll figure it out. I love you guys so big. I hope y'all have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk again at 7:30 a.m. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.